welcome to a short tutorial in Revit architecture. In this tutorial we'll have a look at applying a colored material to the little generic box that's on screen. This little box we created, this was created in the last video tutorial, which you can access from the Cadline community. So you can see the box on screen, just an extruded box, and if I go over to the Create tab up on the ribbon in the Family Editor, I'll just click this little icon here where it says Family Types. That'll open up our Family Types dialog box, and you can see in here I've got three types that we created in the previous tutorial. So I'm just going to put on type 1. You can see there that the depth, height and width parameters, they'll all change. I'll just click the apply button. You can see it adjust on screen. Okay, so first thing we'll have to do is create a new material parameter. Okay, and to do this, inside the Family Types dialog box, I'll just go down to this little icon here, the one with the sun shining on it, and if I hover over it, it'll say New Parameter. We'll just click on that, and that'll open up our Family Types. I'll just move that over a little bit. Our Parameter Properties dialog, and where we've got a little flashing cursor in there, we'll just click in there and we'll give it a name. I'm just going to call this simply New Box Material, and we'll leave the discipline as common, and we'll group type of parameter. I'll hit the drop down, and that is obviously it's going to be a material parameter, and we'll group the parameter under materials and finishes, and over here I'll just leave that as a type parameter, and I'll just click OK to that. And we can see that that has now been added. That new box material has now come into our Family Types, and over in the value field in the central column here, just where it says by category, we'll just click in there to the right with a left click, and that's going to open up, fingers crossed, and that's going to open up our material browser, okay, which you can now see on screen. Oops, I'll just bring that over the top of the other one so we can see it clearly. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we're going to create a new material. So to do that, guys, we'll go down to these three little icons just down at the bottom here. It's the one in the middle with a little blue plus on it, and we'll just hit the drop down and we'll select Create New Material, and just up above here it's now gone into our project and it's just called Default New Material. We'll right click on that and we'll rename that, and we'll simply call this one Red Box. Yep. So with it still highlighted, we'll go over to the right hand side, and over here we've got three tabs: Identity, Graphics and Appearance. The Graphics tab is active, and just here where it says Use Render Appearance, we'll tick that little box, Use Render Appearance, and the RGB color doesn't look very red to me, so we'll click on the Appearance tab and we'll change that. So in here, again where it says color, and the RGB sort of dark grey color showing up in here, we'll just click inside there with a left click to open up our color palette. I'll just select a nice sort of red shade here. That's red enough. We'll click OK to that. Yeah, so that's come in. All the previews have updated. Over on the right hand side you can see that color applied, and over here where it says Red Box, that color has been applied as well. So we'll just go back to the Graphics tab and just make sure everything in there looks okay. Yeah, that's the color we're after. So I'm just going to click Apply and OK to that, and you can see now that the new material, it now says Red Box. Okay, and that's exactly what we want. So I'll just click Apply, I'll click OK. Now nothing's changed at the moment, so we'll go to our, I'll just click down here on the Properties tab, and when I select on screen, when I click on the box itself, I can see in the properties of the box under Materials and Finishes it says Material by Category, and I have to apply that material category to the actual selected box object. So I'll just click this little button here. You can see when I hover over it, it says Associate Family Parameter. That's the new box material parameter that we created a minute or so ago. So it's like a little radio button. I think it's called. So we'll click on that, and in there, in the associate family parameter box, we want to associate the new box material that we created, the red box material, to the actual box, and we'll just click OK to that. And you can see a little equal sign has come up here now. So we've associated that family parameter. When I click on screen, I've got my red box. Okay, and it looks just the way we want it. Okay, right, now I'm just going to pause for a second at this stage. Okay, welcome back. Sorry, I was just adjusting a few things on screen there. So you can see with the those steps that we went through, if we repeat those steps, you can see if I go back up to the Create tab on the ribbon in the Family Editor, and if I, on the little Properties panel here, again if I click on the Family Types, in our last tutorial we created 3 different size boxes, Type 1, Type 2 and Type 3. Now the Type 1 is the red box, and I've just repeated the previous steps, created a new material for the Type 2, a new colored material. So if I click on Type 2, we can see that's a green box. I'll just click Apply. I can see it updates in size on screen. And I'll do exactly the same thing with the, just let me move this dialog box over a little bit, and if I hit the drop down again and I click on the Type 3 box, the 1000 square box, you can see we've got that set up with the new material of a blue box, and I'll just click Apply to that. I'll click OK, and I'll just zoom out a little bit. So just to recap, you can see we can very quickly, with our new materials, we can switch from Type 1, which is the red box, Type 2, the green box, and Type 3, the blue box. I'll just click OK to that. Okay. Yep. So that's it, folks, for the moment. I hope that little tutorial serves, it proves useful as an introduction to creating and applying materials in Revit architecture. I'll get back to you in the not too distant future with some more tips and tricks in Revit architecture 2018. Until then, take care. Bye bye for now.